Hey guys, welcome back to another video where we will be looking at the new masked input control for AgilePoint NX eForms. A masked input control is a user interface element used in software applications to provide a predefined format for data input. It allows users to enter data in a specific pattern or format by displaying placeholder characters or symbols for each required character position. The mask in a masked input control consists of a combination of literal characters and special mask characters. The literal characters are fixed and appear as themselves in the input control. The mask characters, on the other hand, define the format and type of data expected in each position of the input control. Overall, masked input controls enhance the user experience by simplifying and standardizing the input process, particularly for data fields that require specific formats or patterns. Let's look at this in action. I'm in my AgilePoint portal right now, and if we navigate to the form designer, under the advanced control toolbox, you'll find a new control type called masked input. If you drag and drop that on the design surface, the general properties are almost the same as all other controls. We'll go to configure. You can mark it as required, provide the validation message. You can define the mask pattern itself over here. So you can bring up the builder over here, and there are some predefined mask rules which you can use to build your pattern. So for example, if you put nines, any number ranging from 0 to 9 can occur in that position. If you want capital letters or small letters only, then you would use this A lowercase character. If you put star, it could be letters or numbers, and so on. There are various patterns which are available. So you can create your pattern. Any character which is not appearing in this list can be used as a literal as well. For example, the standard format for Google's two-factor authentication starts with G, which is a literal, then dash, and then there is a 6-digit code. So I can design it this way, 6-digit code, click OK. I can also decide to show the pattern in the label. So if I check this checkbox, it will show up in the label next to this label, and I can give a placeholder value as well. So I can put it something like this. You can go ahead and close this one. So as you can see, it is showing me a placeholder value, showing the format next to the label itself. If I put it in preview mode, if I tab into that control, G becomes a literal along with the dash, and then it is asking me to provide a 6-digit number. If I try to type any other character which I'm typing right now, it doesn't take that input. Only if I start putting numbers, those would be accepted. So it enforces the quality of data as such for controls which needs a specific format. Now that was an example of a general configuration. Now this element also becomes part of the schema, so it can be used in lookups, it can be tied to rules, it can be used in JavaScript as well. So I'm going to show you an example of that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add a text box control at the top, and I'm going to add a masked input control. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say the pattern is a 6-digit number, and click OK. And I'll say show pattern as a placeholder as well. Now on the text box control, I'm going to define a rule. I'm going to say if text box is not equal to space, set field value of masked input control to whatever is the current value in text box one control, and click OK. So I've set up a simple rule just to show that you can feed data from other control into a masked input control. I'm going to do a preview. And I'm going to enter a 6-digit code in the text box. Tab out. And the moment I tab out, as you can see, that number got copied over here because of the rule. So with this, we come to the end of this video. Now we have ability to put a masked input control on your form and enforce a particular kind of pattern to be followed while entering data in that control. However, please note that this is in addition to all the advanced controls which come with pre-built validation mask. So if you go to the advanced control toolbox, you see a lot of pre-built controls like phone, postal code, email, social security. Those already come with built-in validation mask and regular expression support. And you could, if your need is for creating, say, a phone control or a social security number control, you can use the standard controls. Masked input controls just give you more flexibility so that you can define your own patterns as well. Thanks a lot for your time.